Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. I am in Mumbai. I arrived this morning, and today we have a special guest that is joining us, which is a student, a friend. Her name is Gaurri, and she'll be joining us in just a minute. And let's start today's session with a meditation. And we will step into that meditation. And then what I'll do is for an hour, I will go through and do as many messages as I can. And as I do this every week. So welcome, Emily. Thank you for joining us. Let's meditate. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let go of the tension, the stress of the day. And breathe it out and let it all go away. Feel into your body, allow your body to just be your body. It is a reminder that we are having a human experience, that we are a soul having a human experience. Our breath connects us. It connects the physical and the etheric. And as we continue to breathe, we continue to let go, we continue to release, we continue to shed all that is no longer serving. And I would like you to bring your focus into your heart space. And from your heart, I'd like you to imagine that there is a diamond white light, the core of your crystalline energy, moving down from your heart, down your spine, out through the soles of your feet, going deep into the center of the earth, connecting into the crystalline energy at the center of the earth. And allow for just one moment for these energies to calibrate, raising that frequency as you bring the energy of the crystalline grid, a diamond white energy, up through the layers of the earth, into the soles of your feet, up into your body, anchoring this ascended earth energy into your body. Allow it to nurture, to replenish the nutrients within your physical body, and allow it to raise the frequency of your etheric, your mental and emotional bodies. Feeling completely grounded and connected to Mother Earth at its core. And for one moment, let's sync our heartbeat or our breath with that of Mother Earth. Completely connecting into her rhythm. Now bringing our focus back into our heart space. Let's imagine a golden light starting to pulsate in our heart. And allow this light to move up your spine and out through the top of your head. Allow it to move up through the layers of the atmosphere, allowing it to connect in with the energy of the central sun, bringing in the energy of Christ consciousness. This is the energy of unconditional love, compassion, and ascension. Now bring this energy back down the layers and into your body, allowing it to expand, flood through your cells, your etheric, your mental and emotional body, allowing both energies, the energy of the Mother Earth, the energy of the Father Sun, and the energy of the child, the divine energy that we already are. Allow this light to shine bright. This is our original light. Allowing both these energies to ignite us, feeling completely grounded, centered, and connected. Let's connect into the Akashic Records of this session. Keepers of the Akashic Records, please open and allow me access to the records of all those that have joined us this evening and all those that are yet to join us. And help us to create a safe and sacred space for our highest good and healing. Calling in our guides, your guides. The records are now open, the records are now open, the records are now open. Take a deep breath and exhale. And the message that comes to you today is remembering that we are a soul having a human experience. A lot of the times we deny one or the other, but it's to know that both can work together. It's not about bypassing our humanity or bypassing our spirituality by not feeling the emotions that this entire world has to offer. We'd like to remind you that you have chosen to be present on this planet at this time, to experience yourselves in a way that you haven't before. This truly is a journey of self-discovery, discovering the limitations that you've chosen, discovering the gifts that you already are, knowing that everything that is happening is because on some level, on some layer, we have called it towards us. And it goes through that saying that life is not happening to us, but it's happening for us. And the reason it's happening for us is because we've called forward these beautiful experiences, no matter how hard they may seem, to experience them in order to overcome them, and many times to help others overcome the same. Yet note that once we realize the limitations, the belief systems, the conditioning that have been ingrained because we've chosen these bloodlines, we've chosen these experiences, they're ready to be released as we ascend into the next cycle of expansion. Many of us are being asked to look at these, and not from a place of judgment, but from a place of curiosity and understanding that whatever limitations, whatever fears, whatever conditioning we've carried has served us until now. And once we realize it, we know it's time to let it go. It's time to experience something new. It's time to experience some sort of expansion. So we ask you to feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and overcome it. Feel the fear and expand. Because this is all part of the human experience. We thank you for joining us today. Whether you're joining us live or in the recording, these sessions support you all. Thank you. Okay, thank you, everybody. Today I have a special guest. I'm going to invite a student, a friend, someone who's become a soul sister to join us here today. Whoops, sorry. And I'm just breaking her office. Everything's okay. Gaurri, could you do a quick introduction and tell us who you are?
All right. Hi, everyone. This is Gaurri. I am Natasha's student. I have learned the Akashics from her in 2019. And I have been practicing the Akashic Records here in India, in Mumbai, for the past 5 years. And yeah, it's been a beautiful journey. I've got like wonderful students, got wonderful clients, and it's all because of this wonderful woman out here. She has helped me so much, and I am who I am. It's because of her.
Oh, no, I don't know. You did a lot of it on your own. So thank you so much for that introduction. Gaurri is also a coach and has wonderful, wonderful programs on at the moment as well. But let's see how the two of us can support you. So basically what I do is I randomly pick a name and then we give whatever message comes to it. So I'm going to start with Emily G. And she says, "Hi, Natasha, hope you're well. Are you able to tell me, see what the key is that my soul set for itself that will unlock my full remnants of everything? Thank you so much." Okay, so I'm going to go into Emily G's records and let's see how we can support and what the message is for you today. So Emily, as I connect into your records, it's not just one gift that you're here to unlock. What they're asking you to look at is to look at your family, to look at your friends. Everything is being mirrored to you right now. And what they're saying is sometimes the mirrors that we see are not always the bad stuff that of the work that we need to work on. But a lot of the times when we admire something in somebody, it's a mirror to us as well. So you have those gifts too. I feel that you are a healer. I'm seeing healing very much into your heart space. It's quite expansive. You've got a lot of love to give. You're very, very patient as well. You're a good listener. And it's very rare that in these days that people actually listen with intention of hearing. A lot of the times it's listening with intention of speaking. And just to be seen and to be heard, which is a gift that you have, Emily, is healing in itself. So continue to do the work, continue to see the brilliance that you already are. And the gifts will open up as you're ready. I hope that's supportive. Do you feel anything?
No, I think I got a similar message that continue doing the work that you're doing, and the messages are going to come in. You're going to get the right guidance. You're going to get the right messages that is required for you, for your healing and for your journey moving forward. Be open to signs. Like you have a lot of signs coming in from your angels, your masters. Be open to it and be receptive to it. So whenever the signs come in, don't take it as, oh, I'm just randomly seeing these numbers come up. There is a reason why these numbers are coming up. If you don't know the meaning of them, just look it up and you'll get the answers for it.
Okay, perfect. I hope that was supportive, Emily. Let's connect in. Michaela. Michaela Martinov, past life connection to Tim, and any information needed about the future of this relationship. Thank you. Okay, we can definitely look into that. When it comes to future, remember all futures are possible. We can look at a probability of a future and look into that and then see how that supports you. But note that any decision that you make at any given time changes that future outcome. So just connecting into your records, Michaela. And if you get anything before me, you can just say as well, Gaurri. So as I connect into a past lifetime of yours, it's almost kind of like I'm seeing on a boat in a canal, and I see that Tim is the one who's driving you. And this isn't the first relationship that you've had together. It feels like it's quite an emotional relationship. It's quite a deep relationship that goes. And it's one in a sense of what they're showing me is that you need to allow him to guide sometimes. He knows the direction that you're going in. And this is actually allowing you to absolutely step into your feminine as well. So it's almost kind of like allow him to lead. And it doesn't mean that you become into kind of like you give up your dreams or anything like that, but allow him to step up into his masculine energy and provide the safety and security. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It just means that that is something that he can do. That is a gift that you're allowing him to support you right now. So even though you're very much equal, there is a sense of there's that learning to allow somebody else to take the pressure, that is allowing to that expansion for you that's coming in. There's huge big lessons that are learned, and you coming up within the learnings of yourself, a maternal conditioning that I felt, because I felt it in kind of like, usually when I feel it in my lower jaw, it's usually to do with the maternal bloodlines. So I'd probably look at the relationship of your mom to your dad or your partner, and then just see what she's doing well, what you like, and what you would shift and align it to do it your way.
So the message that I got was very similar to yours. The minute I go in through her Akashic Records, I see that, like a surfboard, she's riding the flow. And there's definitely past life connections over there. And you said it very rightly that there are past life connections. And I immediately felt like itchy on this side of my cheek.
Okay.
So yeah, maternal connections is what she needs to start working on. And you talked about the past life connection. So it's pretty straightforward.
Beautiful. Thanks, Michaela. I hope that is supportive for you. Please let us know for sure. Libby, any soul purpose information? That's such a big question. It's quite. Let's see what information, what message the guides have for you today. So let's connect into Libby. So as I connect into your records, all I can see is your heart opening, and there's this raucous, like, go for it. There's this, you've come to do things your way. You're not following the crowd. You're not a black sheep. You're like, black sheep become shepherds. So you've come to experience life, and it's almost kind of like you've come to step into, I have a friend of mine, you've come to step into your maverick of who you are. You've come to really release the limitations. You've come to shift perceptions. And it's almost kind of like challenge the world, challenge God, challenge everything that you've learned. And that is one of your purposes, because we have many. So Libby, that's one of the purposes that we came in, but you do it from a space of your heart. You do it with an open heart, and you do it with love, and you do it without fear. And that is a beautiful gift that you have.
So when I went into her records, I saw her climbing these beautiful stairs,
Uh-huh.
and she's literally climbing it up as if there is no end to the stairs. So she's walking right into heaven. So you're basically upping whichever state or phase you are in right now. You're basically moving ahead from that. And like Natasha said so beautifully, that you're opening your heart chakra, you're opening up to new possibilities, you're opening up to new. So when you ask for what am I supposed to be doing, again, it's a very dicey question because there are multiple possibilities. It's free will. You can pick any direction you want to go to. So always pick the direction that feels the right one. It feels good in your core, and it feels like, yeah, I am definitely able to be of service not only to myself, but also to people around me through whichever path I choose to take.
Okay, thank you. I hope that was supportive, Libby. I'm going to go into Emmanuel Burley. Blessings to all. I would love to hear from my team. Thank you. Okay, let's connect into Emmanuel Burley. Okay, as soon as I connect into your records, I'm getting a slow down. It's time to take it easy. So sometimes we slow down in order to speed up. This tends to sometimes when we're running at full steam, we're running on empty. So it's important to slow down, to stop. Even that 15 minutes, you will be far more effective the next hour than you would be if you hadn't stopped. So they're asking you to slow down in order to speed up what you're wanting to do. They're also asking you to slow down and observe the good work that you've put out there. So I'm seeing a field full of flowers. So it's almost kind of like stop and smell the flowers, stop and smell the roses. Take a note of what you've already accomplished. And it's almost kind of like, it's like, yes, I did this. There's a space of gratitude that comes in before you move into your next phase. So it's very much a slowing down, it's an observation, and it's a yeah, I did that. So look at what you've done really, really well in the last little while, what you want to let go of before you move into your next cycle. So that's the message for you.
I think similar for me as well. When I go into his records, what I'm seeing is that like his throat chakra is getting activated. So the slowing down is very much important for you so that you start speaking more authentically, moving forward in life. You start literally calling out your shots, but with a stand of authenticity and a stand of grace. So you're really calling out your worth by every single word you speak. You're literally putting spells out there with your words. So you're manifesting your future with the things you say. Also, say the things you want to manifest. Don't say the wrong things. So if you want to manifest abundance, say that I am vibrating at the frequency of abundance. And from there on forward. So manifest, your affirmations have to be very powerful, especially during this time, and allow the energy to integrate. That's why you're supposed to like completely slow down and center yourself. Like I'm seeing more of a hermit stage for him.
Okay.
Yeah, like really hermit down, slow down, so you allow the energies to integrate and move forward from your throat.
Okay, perfect. I hope that was supportive for you. Okay, Margaret D, let's just move back up here again quickly. Margaret, Natasha, may I please have a clearing healing to release any suppressed emotions that may be connected to difficult past work experiences? Okay, let's connect in. Shall we scan the body and then and then let's see what we come up with. So as soon as I connect into okay, I'm just working on your throat. And I'm getting your heart and I'm getting your liver. So I'm just calling in the violet fire, the violet flame of Saint Germain to move through your body, clearing, cleansing, dissolving. There's anger. There's a little bit of resentment that you still hold, and there's some grief that is there. There's also a little bit of shock that I'm feeling of kind of like, how could people have done this? Feeling. And there's a Just clearing some of that out.
Feeling pain and resistance in her shoulders.
Okay, do you want to work on the shoulders? Yeah, you carry too much on your shoulders. Allow people to be responsible for their own actions, like let go of responsibility of things that are not yours. And it's time to start sharing your knowledge and wisdom. You've got this. Okay. I'm starting to see the energy starting to flow through all systems. Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Margaret. Thank you. I hope that feels better. Okay, Starseed Chris. Chris, hi Natasha. Any messages from my spirit guides about my gifts? Thank you. Okay, let's connect into Chris. Okay, as soon as I connect into your record, the first thing that I feel is speaking. Speaking is a gift that you have, but speaking from the heart, speaking from a place of compassion, speaking from a space of understanding. And what I'm seeing is that you have this incredible ability to make something that's really complicated sound easy. And that is a beautiful gift that you have as well. So it's continuing to talk, continue to explain, continuing to create and facilitate a space to sacredly communicate and share experiences, because the energy that you create is a safe space for people that don't feel like they are connected or normal, or they feel like outsiders, to come together and be part of a community and feel like they belong. So that is one of the gifts that you have, and a message from your guides is to continue to do that and create that space for everybody.
Yeah, same. I got a similar message.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. I hope that that is supportive, Chris. Okay, good morning. Going through some ground zero situation again. Could you clear whatever is still connected to me, or I'm not overcoming financial hardships? I don't know the purpose except restart. Okay, and that's Terry Lee. Let's connect in. Okay, connecting in. Do you want to do the clearing and I'll do the message?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the name?
Terry Lee.
Terry Lee.
Mm-hmm. So, Terry Lee, as soon as I connect into your records, it's almost kind of like this is a cycle that has hit, and it's almost like they're showing me you've hit almost kind of like a rock bottom in order to really propel yourself out of the situation. This is really you coming into the space of kind of like being a phoenix in rebuilding, recreating who you are. And what they're saying is that you have all the tools to emerge from this. It's the belief within yourself, the belief within your ability to be able to do that, the belief in the worthiness and the deservability of receiving more, of being more, and it's about loving yourself more than enough, because you've put yourself in a situation where you can only choose yourself. And that inward kind of like reflection needs to come in where you can give from a space of abundance, rather than a space where you're running on empty. So this is a rebirth, it is a restart, but you decide how you rebirth, how you emerge from this situation. And that's important. And know that there are possibilities out for you. There are opportunities for you to shift your paradigm, to shift your timeline. It is now. Now is the time to do that. What did you find in the clearing?
I literally felt like my stomach was getting churned from the inside. So, like you said, it's about self-worth. There's a lot that also I feel like the soul's holding on to, and is not being able, like you're not being able to speak your truth. Like something is holding you back from speaking your truth. And that's why your gut instinct is not working for you. The minute you start speaking your truth, it might hurt a few people around you, but at least your gut instinct will be in your favor. Because I feel like your intuition and your third eye is trying to get connected, but you're not speaking your truth. And that's why there's that that's construction is going on between the two. So that's the message that I got.
Okay, beautiful. I hope that I was supportive for you. Okay, so Emily says hi, Harry, and so does Terry Lee. Terry Lee,
Oh,
I think
yes.
you know Terry Lee, yeah. And then Margaret says hi, Gary, as well. Okay, and then Tegan has said, hi, Natasha, could you tell me what my records say about passing on now? Okay, so let's connect into Tegan's records. Okay, so as soon as I connect into your records, Tegan, what they're telling me is that every phase, every moment has its beauty, its blessing, its cycle. So they're asking you to connect into your own cycles. They're asking you to look at all the lessons. They've asked you to look at everything that you've experienced. And it's almost kind of like they're asking you to rewrite your story where you didn't feel completely supported. And the way you rewrite that is by looking back and seeing how did it work for you. And you have the gift of hindsight. So look at if that hadn't gone wrong, as we say, what other beautiful things came from that. So they're asking you to rewrite your story. And that's important to look at. How did those things that hurt the most work for you in your favor? What did you learn from them? What did you learn about yourself? Even if it was that you became the hero you needed to save yourself, even if it was you stepped into that space, have a look at that phase, and then look at how you're going to propel yourself forward in a space where you control it, where you create it consciously. So that's the message that I have for you, Tegan.
Same.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. I got a very, like, I wouldn't word it your way. I have my
How would you word it?
but I literally got the same message that you have to, also I'm getting that you need to move forward with grit. Have a lot of grit, have that hustle mentality, and move forward with, like, go be a go-getter, basically. Go get whatever it is that you want to manifest, just go behind it and don't delay the actions anymore.
Perfect. Okay. I hope that that is supportive for you. Okay, Lotus Bloom, please share your name with me again. So it's, hi Natasha, welcome to India. May I get a message for my love life? I feel a little bit hopeless sometimes because of past pain. Okay. Oh yes, Ashta. There we go. Okay. So we're looking at love.
Yeah. For us.
Yeah. So let's connect in. Okay, so what I'm getting for you is absolutely, it's about opening up your heart and the deservability of receiving love. And I feel that what I'm seeing is that there is a definition that you have of what love looks like putting it in a type of a box. And this is what loves look like. And what they're asking you is to go deeper into that and look at your past pains, absolutely, and let them go, because by you holding on to your past pains, it's not allowing for future love to come in, because you're still tied to that. You're still anchored to that. You're still tethered to that. So they're asking you, one way that you can untether for that is forgiveness and gratitude. So look at the gratefulness of what that relationship showed you. Have a look at the gratefulness of that it's completed. Have a look at the lessons that it showed you for yourself, and then forgive those people, send them blessings in order to focus on yourself. And it's absolutely learning to love who you are completely, and not looking for what you're missing within somebody else. Because when you have that, it's almost kind of like, you are whole and complete, and then you will attract the lesson that you need. You'll attract that person that is whole and complete. You're not putting on that pressure on somebody else to give you what you're missing, right? It's an adding on to that, but this really is a journey of loving yourself first. But forgive those, send them blessings that have hurt you in the past and in the pain, because while you still hold on to that, you won't be able, well, I don't want to put the limitation. It's going to be difficult for you to pull somebody that's in alignment with who you are in this world.
Yeah, I got the similar message. Like, I got messages around self-worth. You definitely are working up your way and tapping into the fullness of self-love. And in order to attract pure conscious love, you have to be vibrating at the frequency of pure conscious love. It's like, if I want abundance, I need to be vibrating at the frequency of abundance. If I need a friend that is conscious, I need to be vibrating at consciousness first. So whatever it is that you want to manifest, first start vibrating at the frequency. And once how you vibrate at the frequency, Natasha has explained it very beautifully. Start loving yourself more, start appreciating yourself more, start saying the right affirmations. And the way to up your frequency is through gratitude and through forgiveness. if you forgive the past pains, it is not forgiving the other person for doing the wrong. It is letting go of the pain that you've been holding on to for such a long time and freeing yourself up from the cage that you've been housing yourself in. And gratitude helps you up and level up the frequency. And through that frequency, you start vibrating at a frequency where you start attracting conscious souls who then you have the choice to pick from. That is this person in alignment with my goals? And do I want to move forward with this person? And like that, different possibilities, I feel like will open up for you, but that's only going to open up when you vibrate at the frequency, when you start vibrating at the frequency of pure conscious love, which is your definition of pure conscious love. Everyone has a different one. So you also need to figure out what is your definition of pure conscious love.
Beautiful. Thank you. I hope that that is supportive for you. Helen, I'm having a very difficult time with the coup happening in my country. I don't know how to get through this. Okay, let's connect into this and see if we can support you. Okay, so what's happening in an external world is usually what's happening in an internal world. So the things that are triggering you that you're seeing happening within the country that you're living in, have a look at, so that is the macro environment, have a look at what things are triggering you within your own life that is the same. So where is the coup within your own life? Where is the injustice within your own life? Where is the, have a look, whether it's in your love life, in your work life, in your friendships, in your relationships, have a look at where is the coup that's happening within your own environment and heal that, because the coup that's happening in an external, as I don't take any political views, but we always remain neutral throughout that, and we send blessings and enlightenment and clarity to the leaders so that they can have a compassionate forward guidance to lead the countries. So that is the only thing that you can do. But if something is triggering something within yourself, that is because that is a pain, that is a hurt, that is a healing that needs to happen within you. So look at the coup within your own environment. Look at that, which you're like, I would name I give it three, it's like it's injustice, whatever it is, and look for those three words within your own life and look at everywhere, either where you're being unjustful or there's an injustice happening to you, and work it out throughout that. That is the best way that I can support that.
Yeah. Immediately when I went into her records, my entire back just got frozen. Clearly, like Natasha said, you're holding the pain within you, and that pain is getting triggered. It's the external world is just like how we say it in Hindi, it's just Maya. It's a drama. So you're getting sucked into the drama because there's something that is triggering you about it. I'm not saying what's happening is right or wrong. I'm not labeling it. What is happening. Now, what is happening? How is it triggering you? You need to work on that, which Natasha just explained. But I learned something new here. I was like, oh, I never saw it this way. That's actually very nice.
Yeah, I love working in the records. Okay, so Emily says, thank you guys. Kendra says, beautiful message for Emily. Mark says, hello. Michaela says, thank you. Makes sense. Libby says, thank you. Okay, Eva Lindsay. Hi, Natasha. I would also like a message, please. I've been feeling a bit low since the beginning of this year. Thank you. Yeah, this year has been an interesting one already. I feel you. I've also been going through quite a bit. So let's connect into your records. Let's see what's happening. Eva Lindsay. So as I connect into your records, I feel it very much in my solar plexus, and I feel it very much in my sacral. So there's a lot that's happening for you in a sense of letting go, so that looking for your power, standing in your power, but there's also the aspect, the deservability of health, wealth, happiness, joy, and love, and having the confidence to create it. And where the worthiness comes in is that you will draw that forward. You will draw those opportunities forward. And it's quite funny because they're reminding me of an experience that I went through recently, that they're asking. I realized that I too was in the space of survival, surviving rather than thriving. And I needed to look at the conditioning that I had had and where that stemmed from. And I feel that that is also something between your solar plexus and your sacral, in the sense of stepping into your power in order to manifest a life that is abundant in health, wealth, happiness, joy, and love, because you are deserving, because you're an aspect of creator experiencing this life. So there's a bit of a looking at what is the block that needs to be released in order to overcome this. And you'll look at your parents, look at to where that came from, look at where you're feeling that in your body, and step into that. You're also grieving what was, right? We go through these cycles that as we go through change, we grieve our old selves as well. So it's allowing that to come in, knowing that this year is a 9-year, which is an end of a cycle, but it's also the year of the snake, which is about shedding and letting go. So sometimes there's a lot of deep inner work that comes in order to let go. And it's digging in deep, feeling those feelings 100%, and then letting them go. But it's yeah, my heart goes out to you, and I'm sending you lots of love and compassion, and yeah, step into your power. It's time to manifest the life that you've always desired.
Yeah. So what I got when I went into her records is she's coming up for air and she's drowning. She's coming up for air and she's drowning.
Yeah.
The message that I got immediately is surrender. Surrender to the flow, because what's coming up is very interesting. Like, you have beautiful possibilities coming up, and the minute you surrender and you let go of control, you allow possibilities to show up. Right now, what's happening is you're trying to control too many things in your life, and that's not helping you. And trust me, I've been there. I've been trying to control this whole day. It's not helping me. So when you try to control, you end up stressing yourself out, and you close certain possibilities from or even if they do show up, you don't recognize them because you're too focused, or you're too how do you say it, you're too like you're focused on like one particular path, but you are also letting go, or you're not seeing the other paths that are opening up for you. So allow the possibilities to show up and surrender to the flow, and trust that your higher self has always got your back. The universe always got your back. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, I hope that that was supportive for you as well. So yeah, just a lot of thank you so much, Natasha and Gaurri. So grateful from Margaret. Okay, and then we have thank you, Terry Lee, the boost that you needed. I'm glad it supported you. So Millie de la Prida. So Natasha and Gaurri, can you scan my chakras to see which would need some clearing? I'm feeling it's root chakra. Please, thank you. Absolutely.
Yeah,
we can
I
both
felt
scan
the
it.
root immediately.
You felt the root immediately?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Do you want to work on the
Yeah,
clearing, and
yeah.
I'll scan the rest of them? Okay, give me 2 seconds.
To the root and heart.
Give root, heart, and throat, I'm
Yeah.
feeling as well. So yeah, expressing yourself from the heart, just working in on your throat. If you don't sing in the shower, in the car, they're suggesting that you start to do that. That would be very, very supportive. And opening up your heart. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, what you desire.
Also start being grateful for the things that you already have.
Okay. That's a good message. Create a list of what you already have. And that will start. And then breathe deeper. you're not breathing deep enough. There's grief that needs to be released from the lungs and the heart. And it comes from the root, a distrust in life, a distrust in God, in Creator, in people, and yourself. And I'm bringing in the violet flame into your crown, down your spine, clearing all chakras on all layers, all levels, and all dimensions. And then I'm sending violet fire out into your nervous system and into every single cell within your body. Flooding your auric field, clearing emotions that are not yours, clearing all thought forms that are not yours, clearing all projections. And I'm clearing all imprints of any trauma that you've experienced that you no longer need to hold on to. And I'm going to ask for that healing to continue until it is complete. And then I'm feeling something in your liver as well. Okay.
Guilt. I'm feeling guilt in her liver.
Okay. Tegan, perhaps we need to look a little bit deeper into the pain and suffering that you're experiencing. It's hard to do that here.
That's heavy.
You done? Okay. Millie, that's complete. I hope you feel better. Okay. Let's just see here. Sorry, I just missed some here. Okay. So, Natasha, my name is Rex. I'm trying to figure out why I keep procrastinating and not listening to my guidance or follow my passion or spiritual work cycle after cycle. Or what do the records say? Okay, Rex. Okay, as soon as I connect into your records, there's a few things. One is a fear. You've actually got a fear of success and you've got a fear of failure. You've got a fear of stepping into your power as well. And it comes from past life connections. And it's kind of like, let's clear those past lifetimes, disconnect them from this lifetime that will allow you to step into your passion, your power, and into that cycle. And it's about, we can clear the past life, which I'm asking for it to be done right now. Those past lives, there's a few of them. You've also got a fear of misusing your power. And it's just understanding that energy is energy. You know better in this lifetime. So now you need to do better in this lifetime with the powers that you have in your healing as well. And just clearing those lifetimes out. And it's about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So now it's up to you to change the cycles and do one little action at a time. No matter how big, no matter how small, one little bit gets you moving. One little bit gets you closer. Just, Mel Robbins' book, 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action something will get you closer and closer. If you haven't read the book, she's got tons of videos on YouTube that will talk about the process, but it's almost like you need to action forward, because what's happening is you're procrastinating, you choosing these cycles, you choosing to re-experience this. So it's asking yourself, what are you benefiting from not stepping in and following your passion? Because once you realize what that is, then you can deal with it, because there's something that's you're holding on to that's serving you right now. So yeah, feel the fear and do it anyway.
So what I got was that you said it very rightly, like that the soul's afraid, but also afraid of success in a way where if I get successful, I won't be able to handle it. That's the kind of fear that I'm sensing. That if I get super successful, I don't know what to do with it. I might fail at being successful by being successful. It's so weird, but it's a beautiful fear that many of us have. And also, you could also try another technique called the Pomodoro technique, which is you write down your to-do list and then you give 25 minutes per task. And that's it. You give 25 minutes to this and then you're done. So you put a timer, you're given 25 minutes to it. At least at the end of the day, you'll feel productive. You'll not feel like I've done nothing. So that's another technique that you could definitely try and look up.
Okay. I hope that that is supportive for you. Okay, we'll do two more, and then that will be the end of our session today. So I'm going to do Fernando Mettering. So hello, my name is Fernando Mettering. Do you have some messages for me? Thank you very much. Okay, let's connect into your records. So as soon as I connect into your records, I can just feel this happiness and this joy, and this is a gift you give to yourself and to people. And even though this is your natural state, if it isn't, then this is what your soul's natural state is to find the joy. You teach people to find joy and love life again, is what I'm feeling. And you're doing things your way, and that's a beautiful thing, to continue to do things your way, and learn with it. And they're asking you to not be so, even though you're quite fun and joyous, you're sometimes very serious when it comes to yourself, and sometimes can be your harshest judge. So give yourself the love that you give other people, but it's about seeing life through a space of curiosity, that you have, and that's how you teach. And that's how people experience you, and that is the gift that you offer people.
Literally the same message.
Yeah.
Literally the same message. And the not giving yourself the love and grace. Yeah, you're very joyful, you're very loving, you're very caring, and you're very generous with other people, but you need to start giving that to yourself, because when you're doing that to yourself, then you're vibrating at the highest frequency of love, and then that becomes unconditional. So yeah, definitely give yourself more love.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, last message is going to be for Laurie. And it says, hello, may I have messages from my spirit guides? Laurie Evans. So Laurie, as I connect into you, you're in the flow. Trust that wherever you are right now is leading to what you've asked for. You're being guided right now. And it's about surrender. You're in the flow of life. If you haven't started already, this is definitely going to stop in. So it's almost like the message that Gaurri said earlier, it's about surrendering and moving with the flow. And surrendering doesn't mean give up. Surrendering is sitting in that space of open to receiving and acceptance, that you're in a space of change, you're in a space of moving. And it's about following your joy and your excitement, without attachment to the outcome of what that might be. Because it's like stepping stones. One thing is leading you to the next thing, but you're exactly where you need to be, and you're moving forward, but it feels quite calm, and quite focused. So you're definitely in the flow of life. So continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Same thing. Yeah. Surrender. Surrender came up very quickly for her. Also surrender, when the way Natasha said it, it's not giving up. It is trusting that the universe got your back and you move forward very beautifully and gracefully through life. Yeah, there was one more. I was just reading that, and it's like for her with the message. I think it was Kendra.
Kendra, yeah.
Just under.
It's okay. You
Yeah,
got a message for Kendra, yeah?
So the message for Kendra that came up was give a lot of gratitude to your situation. That's why I think you are facing closed doors because those are not the doors for you. So don't look at a situation and be like, oh, again, there's a closed door. See that as a redirection pointing you towards the door that needs to open up. And every closed door is basically a redirection to your path moving forward. And just start giving gratitude to the closed doors because they're definitely not at the frequency or not in alignment with the purpose that you are moving forward with. So give a lot of gratitude to it and don't see it as a setback. Instead, see it as a setup for a good comeback moving forward.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Gaurri, for joining us this evening and for your messages. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. Do you have a YouTube channel? How can people get a hold of you if they would like to?
I do have a YouTube channel. We'll put the link of it in the description, and I can give you the links of my Instagram if anyone wants to get in touch with me. I have a YouTube channel, I've got an Instagram, and I have got a website, and you could reach out to me through any of these channels.
And the name of it is?
Gaurri A Kadam.
Gaurri A Kadam. Okay, and I will put that up. And so definitely follow Gaurri. We're running a retreat this weekend here, which is incredible. There's still spaces if you'd like to join online as well. So reach out to me in the comments if you're wanting to jump in, and have an amazing week. We will not be here next week as we will be traveling, but I will keep you posted. So there's no live session next week, but thank you all for joining. So grateful for all of you. Have an amazing couple of weeks, and we'll see you soon. Sending you lots of love and light from India. Reach out. We'll be doing lots of prayers. So drop us a message if you want us to include you, and we will include all of you. So have an amazing day. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for your support, Gaurri. Bye-bye, everybody. Just